this offense today. Here he comes, and obviously defense is always going to be aware of a quarterback, but boy, he finds a way to put defenses on their heels all the time, Dave.
I mean, what can't he do? He's got the weapons, he's got the confidence, he's got the experience. Jesse, these kind of guys are so hard to defend.
You're right. They better be able to find a way to get pressure on him, because if they don't, this is going to be a long day.
Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. Quickly out to the tight end. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. Lining up from the 34 on first down. They want to run this quarterback. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him, and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematically.
They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10. It's a reverse. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Well, this offense can get after you a variety of ways in the running game. One of the ways they do it is by using their wide receivers on jet sweeps. Good example right there.
Quickly complete. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. And here's a fumble way behind the line. And the defense snatches it, and they've reversed the field. Running wide open down the gut of the field. The tag. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. So the offense, more than happy with the results of the play, will decline the penalty. And so after the scintillating return, just don't mess it up. You've got to cash this in for a score. Wants to throw. It's Silva. He's got it. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
So the offense gets an automatic first down after the roughing the passer penalty. And the defense is just about out of room to defend. They are backed up right on the doorstep. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carry. And he takes it in for the score. On first down, here comes this offense. On the option. He'll pitch it. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Offside. Defense.
They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. Boy, as a defense, you hate to just hand out first downs on a penalty. They'll power it inside with the fullback. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, when you're handing off to your fullback, oftentimes these guys need some space to work so they can build up a head of steam and get the speed going, but that guy didn't have anywhere to go on that one.
He's got it on the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
Fires to the big fella. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down. It'll bring up a big decision.
Now, 4th down.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. He's going to take off, and he'll slide after picking up the first down.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love this slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm now. They're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. This will be the 7th play of the drive, and they need to convert 3rd and 6. He's looking to pass. Throws to the wideout. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On 4th down, looking to pass. The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field, looking for a productive play on 1st down. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Fires to the wideout. It's complete. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down, using the quick game. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Unloads to the wideout. A beautifully placed ball to the outside, and the toe drag for the big pickup.
When you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was right on him as soon as he turned around.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. The incompletion brings us to 2nd and 10. He wants to throw it again. Pressure coming. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And this is what the offense knows they cannot do. They can't allow sacks. In their last game, they were sacked 5 times. Obviously lost that football game. And early in this one, they're having issues again, keeping their quarterback standing up straight.
Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab.
Listen, you hear all the time about how important.
And wait just a second. The officials go. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. What a good run there. He has enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
And runs like that are like body blows in a boxing match. 4, 5, 6-yard gains early turn into 20, 30, 40-yard gains later. They really wear down defenses, and they test their physicality.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Right, how about this offense? You think of this offense, you think of throwing the football and top 10 passing in all of college football, but the defense knew something, right? Like you could tell they were going to come out and run the football. They brought out the goal line, brought in some big boys, and really was ready for the run on that play.
We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the 1st quarter as we take a look at the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the 2nd period and they try to find a way to answer. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Trying the left side. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Runs through a tackle.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Fast motion from the offense. The pull and throw off the RPO. Tackled immediately after the catch.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Quick catch on 3rd down. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
3rd down and short is exactly what you want on offense because you can run the football, make the defense suck up, but you can also throw it. Nice execution, 3rd and short, now set up in a 1st and goal situation.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defensive coordinators, they'll tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
Makes his connection. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen it.
Into the end zone for the... First down here for the offense. He wants to throw. Got his man quickly. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Defense looks like they're about to bring the house. A run up the middle is stuffed for no gain. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. To the ground with the back. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Scanning the field, it's Silva. Unloads to the right. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. That linebacker was a heat-seeking missile, and the heat that he sought was the ball carrier.
Great job, great feel. Linebackers are making all the calls in the defense and understanding when I need to come through that gap and come through with bad intentions. Those guys are usually 245 pounds if not seeking a miss.
Look, you want to make the quarterback feel you. You want to get pressure in his face. That was so close, but just a tad late. And guys, bringing the heat is what any defense is about, but you have to stop short of making that official reach for his flag. Working the middle, it's complete. Touchdown! The offense lining up for a first down play. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
Man, I don't know if you want that guy outside the pocket very often because he's so fast and he can do some damage, but they did a nice job containing him. Once he left the pocket, they were ready for it, came to him, he tried to throw the football. Nice hit on the quarterback as he's throwing to force a bad pass.
How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion? And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Looking to move it through the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too. Looking to throw on second down. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Roughing the pass. Defense.
You just can't hit the quarterback like that. That is a dumb play, and the defender got caught red-handed. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Comes out throwing on first down. And it's caught for the touchdown. Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. Fires to the wideout. Throws into double coverage, and it's picked off. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the... Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. And the defense grabs it, and they're taking it the other way.
As a defender, you dream about those big hits. You work hard on it in practice, closing space, getting close, and just sticking that guy and causing the fumble.
Unloads to the wideout. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
I love that play call, and quarterbacks are always licking their chops after their defense gets a takeaway because they know now, hey, I got a sudden change situation. I've got a chance to take a shot and pad my stats.
Let me tell you, this senior quarterback can flat fit it in a tight window. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. The Nittany Lions have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Back to throw, it's Silva. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. Touchdown, Penn State! Here comes the offense on 1st down. A designed run for the quarterback. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. This quarterback part of their running game. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Quarterback checking off. Wants to fire on second down. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. What a job to lay out and make the catch. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And they're going to try to convert on fourth down, 1 for 2 so far today. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires on the move. And the incomplete pass, they roll. A first down for the offense. Trying to get the corner. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. At the 40, there he goes. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. They'll throw it on first down. A little release to the back. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. He'll take it himself. He'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. On the move. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. He wants to throw it. He finds his man. He couldn't. The offense set for a first down play. Defense showing heavy blitz at the line. The give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
Looking to buy time. He'll pull it down and run. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. The Nittany Lions will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points. When the great teams get touchdowns in the red area, you got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. That linebacker saw the express lane right to the ball carrier.
And a great job by the defensive line getting some push, making them use their resources on him. Linebacker comes free, bring them making the backfield for a tackle for a loss.
Caught. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. A new set of downs after the completion.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on second down. Give to the back. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Illegal blocking. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Holds and fires complete to the right. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
That was right on the borderline. You want to make that quarterback feel you, but the official thought it was a little too much, the roughing the passer penalty. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. And he's down after the short completion. He did not make it to the first down marker.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down.
Just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward, let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job, nice execution. First down.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
On 2nd down, he'll fire. Flips it out in the flat. And that one did not work. If they can get it into the end zone here, they can really turn up the heat in this one. 3rd and goal. And they're in for a touchdown. First down here for the offense. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Still running at the 40. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Trying to find his man on first down. Trying to burn this defensive back. Complete to the left. He's off to the races. Touchdown! Offense getting set for first down. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. It's reverse. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
Man, it's so hard to figure out what the heck's going on defensively, and you got guys coming in motion and then moving back and across the formation. I like it sometimes when it's just basic for an offense. You're just running a wide receiver across the formation, so hard to adjust, and he quickly picks up, 5+ yards like it was nothing.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. After trying the running game, let's see if they do it again on second down. Motion from the offense. Quick completion to the right. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk, and on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. After they couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. Certain moments in the game you know are just a little bit bigger. Here's one of them. Big play coming on 3rd and long. Looking to throw it again. He's going to run it. At the 40, there he goes. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. A run for the quarterback. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. He's looking to throw it. Takes the easy completion.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Tackle is made after the first down. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Going up top on first down. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. On second down, he'll let it fly. Flips it out to the back. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. We have reached the 2-minute warning, and time is of the essence if this offense is going to make a play. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can pick up the first without scoring. And into the end zone for a touchdown.
Great job with the score. And listen, right here at this point in the game, there's still going to be time left. My defense is going to have to make a stand regardless.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time.
Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. And everybody want to make sure they're organized as we come down the gut of the game. Dropping back, it's Silva. He's taking the shot. And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. The defense was looking for a huge play in this tie game, and they have just given their team a great opportunity.
I think, Reese, at this point of the game, tied late, it's going to come down to who can make the most plays. The defense comes up with a massive play, creating that turnover. Outstanding job by the D. All 11 guys being on the same page, now putting their offense in great position.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. A touch out of field goal range. They need to pick up yards quickly on third down. They're working that left side. On the move at the 30.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws, just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
And the defense drags him down.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge.
And it's a touchdown.
And how about this offense, man? They knew they needed to execute. Great play calling, great drive, put it together. Now you got a chance to go up by 7 late in this ball game and then let your defense go on the field and seal it for
you. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Okay, one possession game. You've got some time to work with, but you have to make up some ground quickly, David.
Got to be smart. Can't throw in front of the sticks. Can't get tackled in front of the sticks. Make sure we're taking some shots down the field, chewing up some yards. Jesse, the defense will be vulnerable here.
Yeah, and I think because of that, David, offensively, you got to have a plan. You got to know where your best matchup is out on the perimeter and who can make the big catches here in small windows.
Back to throw. It's Silva. Fires left. He makes a catch. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45. And they'll spike the ball to try to save as much time as they can. Here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. A shot toward the end zone. Last chance, and he's got it! He's got it!
Touchdown.
Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. And guys, they really need to make something happen on this third and long. Throws to the wideout. Got his man to the left. Touchdown, Penn State! They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. Give to the running back.
Man, you play the whole game. Now it's coming down to what, a couple of plays. It's in overtime. You're starting to move the ball closer to the opponent's end zone. Got to make a play. Got to protect the football. What's your go-to play after watching this whole game develop?
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Working that left side now. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move.
And he'll take it in for a touchdown. Don't assume on this extra point. They needed to send it to a second OT. And he makes the extra point. One extra period didn't get it done, and we start the second OT. Going with the ground game left. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Gets it to the back. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. Defense a little too eager, and that's an encroachment penalty, 5 yards for the offense. That penalty puts the defense in a bind. It'll be 3rd and 1. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Snags it with the sticky fingers and strolls in with the sweet feet for the touchdown. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
Now on 1st down, they need to answer with a touchdown. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Here he goes breaking the pocket. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Back to pass, it's Silva. Fires to the wideout. Got it! And he'll run out of bounds just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in, but couldn't quite get home.
Great job by the quarterback thrown against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers.
Touchdown, Nittany Lions! They got it in, and now an extra point away from the tie.
First off, really impressed by how physical this guy is still running the ball this late in the game. But now it's decision time. You want to play it safe, kick the extra point, or are you feeling aggressive to go for 2 points?
And I think this is all about how you feel about your defense and how you feel about this game extending. Do I have a chance? Do I have better players? Am I more fatigued? Like, all this has to come into account because you got a chance right now with 1 play to win this football game.
This is one of the best games we've called this season, a thriller, and it comes down to the wire here in overtime.
I could watch these